People of God, I'm very happy tonight. The living God has given us another day. The omnipotent, the omnipresent one, the sovereign Lord of the universe, has today made it possible for me to bring you this message. Children of God, there's this new ideology, new religion that is gaining foothold in these last days. Most of the Satanists are they are ferrying this religion into the mainstream religions or into the mainstream um, ideological circles. They are trying to present it as a religion, but in actual fact, it's Satan's, the devil's last hold, last plan, last Trojan horse to get a lot of people to go into hell. The devil is very wise, so he has developed what is called the New Age religion. The New Age religion is very popular here in the West, but it seems to be getting foothold in Africa and in Asia. The New Age religion seems to be getting popular day by day. And what even surprises me, that some men who are supposed to speak against it are now joining it. They are now proposing it. They are now they are the ones now carrying the banner for the New Age mentality. Tonight, I'll talk about the satanic cosmology, the satanic heavens, and where the New Age religion originates from, and who is behind the New Age religion, and how they are copying Christian religion. To me, the New Age religion is just a photocopy of the Christian religion, and it's appealing to masses. These are the last days, and these are dangerous times. These are dangerous times, and these are the last days, and we have to be very, very much aware and open our eyes against the tactics of the devil, the tactics of the serpent, the tactics of the old dragon. Brethren, tonight is very important because what I'm going to say is very, very, very important. And a lot of people don't know, but I know. When Lucifer was cast down from heaven, I mean the godly heaven, Jehovah's heaven, he brought with him one third of the stars of heaven. When we talk about one third of something, one third is a fraction. So let's say the stars of heaven were 100. Lucifer was able to convince 33. Let's say the stars of heaven were 100 million. Lucifer was able to convince 33 million. Let's say the stars of heaven were 300. Lucifer was able to convince 100 people. So Lucifer was able to convince one third of the stars of heaven, and together with them, they fought against Jehovah God. But one angel called Michael said, "Who can be like our God?" He defeated them and sacked them from heaven. When they were booted out of heaven, they fell into the lower worlds of heaven. So put in your mind that Lucifer's cosmology is the lower part of heaven, the real heaven of God. Lucifer is now occupying the lower part of the heavenly kingdoms of God. Lucifer have nothing new to offer. He's a copycat. So what he did was very simple. He also established his kingdoms from the blueprint of God's kingdom. God has 7 spirits, and everything that God does, he does it in 7 to perfection. So Lucifer also created his own kingdoms, 7 kingdoms in the lower worlds of the cosmology of the universe. So what Lucifer did was very simple. He created heavens in the astral. The astral world is if you sleep, when everybody sleeps and he dreams, he goes into the astral world. The astral world is the closest world to the physical planes of man. We live in the physical planes. This is the physical planes, the material world, or sansad. This is the physical world. I'm living in the physical world right now. I'm talking to you from the physical world. But there's another world where we can go called the astral world. From the astral world, you go to another one, what is emotion. What is the astral is emotional. It deals with emotion. We have other worlds which are causal. We have the enteric. Enteric. From the enteric, we go to the soul world. From the soul world, we go to another world where Lucifer is occupying now. And all these worlds are lower worlds in the real heavenly cosmology of God. That's why in the Bible it said that Lucifer has been cast down onto the earth amongst men. It means that Lucifer has been cast down to the lower worlds. And now Lucifer is on top of the lower 7 worlds. He's on top. The astral world is where whenever we sleep we go, and witches also meet in the astral world, especially in the lower astral. The astral has 2 segments: the lower and the higher astral. I'll talk about that later. But for now, I'm going to go deeper in the satanic cosmology. The satanic cosmology begins with the earth kingdom. The earth, as you see, is divided into 10. You're asking me, how do you know? Now, 10 regions of the earth. How do you know? There's an order. There are many orders in the universe. We have the order of Viragi. We have the order of the keepers of the flame. We have the order of the Abovinandes, order of the ascended masters. We have order of the twilights. There are many orders in the spiritual world. Many, many orders. I mentioned but a few. But the order that deals with the totality of the cosmos is called the order of the astral and terrestrial hierarchy. And they have the total right. They know the truth about the totality of the cosmos. The satanic cosmos, not the satanic cosmos. So let's start from the earth kingdom. The earth kingdom of Satan is headed by an arch spirit, a female arch spirit called Vasil in Iran. He lives in Iran in a spiritual city called Nu. But that Nu is located in the physical town in Iran called Qoms. Qoms. If you have the computer, enter QOMS, Qoms, Iran, and there is a mosque in Qoms, Iran, and there's a hole in that mosque. That hole is very deep. It's believed that the last Imam, the 12th Imam of the 12 Shiites of Iran, will appear from that hole. But it's a lie, it's a fallacy. That hole is where Nu is, the entrance of Nu, the abode of Bashir, the Asasiya. In Ghana, they call her Asasiya. In Nigeria, they call her Iyami. The Yorubas call her Iyami. In Europe, in Igbo, as a wani of the earth mother. In Greece, they call her Gaia. Every culture knows that spirit is the earth spirit, the earth mother. In India, she's called Bhumi. She is the leader of the earth occult kingdom of Satan. I will not go deeper now because it will take a lot of time. I want to make it brief. Later, I will expand this talk for very long hours. The earth kingdom is divided into 10, and the 10 has more other divisions, which I will not go there for now. From the earth kingdom, we have the occult kingdom of the sea. And the occult kingdom of the sea is divided into 5 zones. And each of the 5 zones is bigger than the occult kingdom of the earth. The 5 zones, each of them is ruled by a demigod. A demigod. A demigod has 4 arms, and he rules each of the regions of the sea occult kingdom. There are 5 demigods ruling each of the regions of the occult kingdoms. But the leader of the sea occult kingdom is what you people call Leviathan. In the Bible, they call Leviathan. Leviathan is the leader of the sea occult kingdom. Another name for Leviathan is Kalia. In Ashanti, where I came from, we call Leviathan Bosompo. Bosompo. In Nigeria, the Yoruba call Leviathan Olokun. And Olokun or Kalia, or like the same spirit but different names, is androgynous. I'm telling you, the earth mother is female. Everybody knows it's female, and the earth mother normally appears as a cow. That's why the Hindus doesn't eat the cow. The Hindus don't eat cow because the earth mother, the leader of the earth occult kingdom, appears as a cow. That's the secret I'm giving you. So let's go back to the sea kingdom. Leviathan or Kalia is androgynous. It's neither female or male. The spirit can appear. It can appear as snakes, with a big snake with 16 heads, with crowns on top of each one. That is the glorious manifestation of Leviathan. When he's in the glorious state, he appears as a big snake with 16 crowns on 16 heads. He is the Bosompo of Ashanti pantheon of deities. Ashanti have great 5 pantheon of deities. I'm Ashanti, and I'm telling you about Ashanti tribe in terms of deities. Ashanti has the Bosompura. They have the Bosomtano is the leader. Bosompura, Bosomafram, Bosompo, and Busumuru. I will show you who Busumuru is. I'll show you who Busumuru is tonight. If you're an Ashanti from Ghana. Some call Busumuru the Mahanta. But I'll show you where Busumuru resides in this satanic cosmology. So, Leviathan is the ruler of the sea occult kingdom, and Leviathan lives in a city called Gupa in the Bermuda Triangle. That is why the Bermuda Triangle, nothing can go there. It's always in a whirlwind. It's going round, 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 round. You call the scientists, they'll give a lot of explanations. But Gupa is the headquarters of the Sea Orchid Kingdom. The Bermuda Triangle is where Gupa is located. There's a link spiritual road from Washington, D.C. to Gupa. It connects Washington, D.C. to Gupa. If you don't have the spiritual eyes, you can't see it. There's a spiritual road that links Washington, D.C. to Gupa. Now, let's go to the third occult kingdom of Satan, which is the kingdom of fire. The kingdom of fire is ruled by an ash spirit called Jamaraja. The Indians call him Jamaraja. He has many names, but in Hindus call him Jamaraja. Ashantis call him Owuo. Is a Owuo. Is a Owuo. He is the one. When you're about to die, he will send the angels of Yamadutas to come and harvest your soul. So those spirits, they deal with fire. And in that kingdom of Satan of fire, Yamaraja is held by Agni and Kitaina. Agni is the lord of fire in Hindu mysticism. They are all in that kingdom of fire. That's the third kingdom of fire. The fourth kingdom, what is the astral world? The astral kingdom of Satan, where the witches meet. The witches meet every witch, especially both the white and the black, so the black witchcraft, the black witches. They meet in the lower astral. The lower astral is where the dwarfs also meet. The lower astral is here on this earth. It's occupying the same space here. But if you don't have a spiritual eye, you can't see the lower astral. But we will see it, because by the grace of God, we have what it takes to see. The lower astral is where the dwarf spirits are. It's where the witches meet. If you are with a witch and he just bypass you to the kingdom of darkness, he's going into the lower astral. The lower astral is where those who died not long ago are also there. The lower astral is where we find roaming about spirits called the Scanics. They are also in the lower astral. The lower astral has a headquarters called Rex. Rex is in Venus. Don't think that the planet called Venus, nobody lives there. On the physical level of Venus, nobody lives there now. It used to be inhabited, but nobody lives there now. But on the astral level, the lower astral level of Venus, people live there. The city of Rex is beautiful than any other city in the sea, any other city on land. It's beautiful. That is where you find the spirit called Narasimha. Narasimha in Hindu pantheon of deities. Narasimha have half man, lower part of the body appears like a man, and the higher part appears like a lion. Half lion, half human. Lion head, human body. It's called Lord Narasimha. In Nigeria, he appeared in Igbo land in a town called Injaba as the Injaba deity. In India, he appeared in a mountain called Abobilam on earth. Narasimha has appeared on earth. Narasimha has appeared on earth. Another name for Narasimha is Elam. And I can tell you that Elam, who is the lord of the material universe, because the lower astral down to our world is called the material world. Don't think only our world, this physical world is only called material world. Even the lower astral is also called material world. And Elam, who is the world of the physical or the material world, lives in Reds. His capital city is Reds. It's made up of 26,000 planes. So Reds is the capital of the lower astral, and it's where Elam resides. On the other level, the astral world have the higher aspect. It's called the higher astral. The higher astral is where the king of the lower worlds, not the material world. The king of the we have the king of the material world, who is Elam. He lives in Reds. And the king of the lower worlds of the satanic cosmology is called Lord Sagna. Sagna is what Hindus call Brahma, Lord Brahma. They worship him as Brahma. They say that he's the creator of the universe. He's the creator of the world. He's the creator of all things. Lord Sagna. He lived in a city called Sahastra. Sahastra in the higher astral kingdom, the higher aspect of the astral kingdom. The capital is Sahastra. That is where you find Lord Sagna. And Sagna is knowledgeable in all things of the lower world. He's very knowledgeable. He has a crown. And if that crown gets onto your head, anything that you learn to go in your head directly. Lord Sagna, he is a king of the lower worlds of the satanic cosmology. And the consort, even in the kingship, we have the consort, CONSORT, the female consort, like the queen consort of Sagna is what you called Saraswati. The Hindus call Saraswati. He's the goddess of knowledge, and they specializes in knowledge in Sahasra, the upper aspect of the astral kingdom. Let me not forget, the consort of Narasimha or Elam is Lakshmi. Lakshmi is the giver of wealth. Elam and Lakshmi, they specializes in wealth making. So that's the specialization. Elam is the one that gives money to all the earthly men, all the businessmen. Elam supplies them. Elam controls the golden demon called Mammon. So all the material world is under Elam, and all the lower worlds is under um, under um, Brahma, Lord Brahma. So Elam is under Lord Brahma. Elam is the second in command because the material world falls under the lower worlds. You know what I'm saying? This is very secret I'm giving you. I'm giving it to you because I'm going to talk about an important thing that's going on, which you have to know. So, after you pass the astral kingdom, we have what we call the terrestrial kingdom, and it's ruled by an ash spirit called Bavara. Bavara. Bavara is the king of the terrestrial kingdom. It's bigger than the astral kingdom. And the terrestrial kingdom, some divide it into two. Because we have the causal part of the terrestrial kingdom, and we have the etheric part of the of the terrestrial kingdom. So, even though the etheric and the causal are one, which makes up the terrestrial kingdom of Satan, can be divided into two. That's why religions like the Ekanka, Vedanka, all the Satmat, they all group the terrestrial kingdom into as two separate entities. The causal and the etheric. And the terrestrial kingdom is ruled by Bavara, and the Causa is ruled by Gotami, and the etheric is ruled by Sadgoling. They are all arch spirits. From the terrestrial kingdom, we go to the sixth kingdom of Satan, which is called Azura. Azura controls the whole of the satanic cosmology in terms of organization. In terms of organization, Kalami or um, Narayana, Narayana is the same as Satan. Kalami, which is the headquarters of all the satanic kingdom, which is in the seventh plane or seventh heaven of the satanic cosmology, is where all the decisions are made. But in terms of organization and distribution of the decisions, they are made in Azura. So in Azura is where we make all the cars that we live in on earth. Every idea is born in Azura. Everything that is on earth here in the sea is made in Azura. And Azura is ruled by a very aspirate, great aspirate called Sanat Kumara. You see, Sanat Kumara is the same Gog in the Bible, the same Gog. Gog is the warrior, the chief warrior of Satan. Sanat Kumara is the same Gog. He has another name called Katikeya. The Yazidis call him, Yazidis is a religious sect in the Middle East. They call him Katikeya, and or the peacock angel. The peacock angel, that spirit has the same different names, but the same spirit. Katikeya, the peacock angel, Sanat Kumara is the same entity who rules Azura. And he is the Gog of the Bible. He is the warrior of Satan. Gog has many soldiers who are residing amongst men on the physical planes. Some of them live in rivers. There are some rivers, they appear with guns on their shoulders. Those rivers are part of the army. The spirit that lives, every spirit you see that appears with gun on the shoulder, like the one that lives in the river in Ghana, they are part of the army of Gog. And Sanat Kumara is the army general. The Gog is the army general of Satan. So he is the second in command of the satanic kingdom, Sanat Kumara. He is the regent of the world. He is glorious in his kingdom, but he's part of the satanic cosmology of heavens. So there are seven heavens of Satan, or the seven kingdoms of Satan. There are four heavens, but in all there are seven kingdoms, four lower worlds and three higher worlds of Satan. It's very complicated. Now I'm going to make it brief for you. We have the earth kingdom, we have the sea kingdom, we have the kingdom of fire, and we have the astral kingdom, which is fourth kingdom. The fourth kingdom is the astral kingdom. And the fourth kingdom is divided into two. The lower astral kingdom ruled by Elam, or the same name as Narasimha, or the same name as um, Narasimha, or Elam, or Injaba. Yes, he rules the lower astral. And the higher part of the astral kingdom, which is the fourth kingdom, is ruled by Brahma or Sagna. Brahma is another name, is the same as Sagna. The same spirit, different names. So the fifth kingdom of Satan is called the terrestrial kingdom. And the terrestrial kingdom is ruled by Bavara. The terrestrial kingdom is divided into two: the causal and the etheric. The causal ruled by Gotami or Lord Hoheng, and the lower part ruled by Sat Sat Goling. Sat Goling. That's the fifth kingdom. The sixth kingdom of Satan is called Azura, ruled by his chief army, his army general, Gog, called also as Nat Kumara, also known as Katikeya, also known as the Peacock Angel. The seventh heaven is ruled by Satan himself, called Kalami. In Ekanka, they have a name for it. You see, in Vishneva, they have a name for it. Ekanka call it Namalok. Ekanka they call the seventh heaven Namalok. The Vishneva also have a name for the seven heavens. You see, Satan have many names. Vishnu is a female god, is a creator of the universe. The Hindus call her Vishnu. She is Satan. Satan is Vishnu. Satan is Sugmad. Satan is Narayana. He has many names, but the same entity. You ask me tonight, why are you talking about all of these things? What are the use of? I'm going to tell you about how these kingdoms propagate religions on this earth. The earth kingdom of Satan propagates most of the earth cults. The witchcraft cult is controlled by the earth kingdom of the earth. The marine kingdom of the earth also controls money cults, especially those cults that deal with money, those material cults of money. Some of them are in the marine kingdom. The astral world, the astral kingdom, is where the higher people in the world, those rich people in countries like Nigeria, America, those rich people, higher, top rich, they go to the astral world for their money. They go to the astral world to see Elam for their business. They sign contract with Elam Narasimha so that everything that they do on this physical world will materialize. So the astral world also has a lot of things coming out of there. Kali live in the astral world. Kali witchcraft, astral world. So astral world also propagates witchcraft, another form of witchcraft called Kali witchcraft from the astral world. And we have another religion in Hindu called the Brahmanists. Those who follow Lord Brahma, they also get their power from astral world, Sahasra. Shiva, those who are Shivites, the Shivaism, Kashmir Shivaism, every Shiva, the Agoris, they also get all their powers from the fourth kingdom of Satan, which is the astral world. And those fire worshippers, those who worship fire, those who have been doing sacrifices to fire, they got their powers from the fire kingdom or the third kingdom of Satan. Now, with the terrestrial spirit, the terrestrial world is where you can find the 33 million demigods of satanic pantheon army. The head of the 33 million demigods is called Indra. That spirit is what India was named after. Indra. He is the head of the 33 million demigods in the kingdom of the terrestrial spirits. That is where you find Bavara. Bavara is the leader or the president of the fifth kingdom of Satan called the terrestrial kingdom. And if you don't know, if you are a member of the ethereal society, all your powers has its headquarters in the causal level of that terrestrial kingdom, who is called Gotami. Gotami or Hoheng is Master Aterios. I'm revealing this to you today. Gotami said he's telling you that an extraterrestrial from a very far kingdom. That deception, I'm revealing it to you. Gotami is a fallen angel. He's not an extraterrestrial. Later, I'll talk more about those ETs. I'll talk more about them and where they are coming from. They're coming from the fifth kingdom of Satan. They also have an agenda. So Gotami is the head leader, the leader of the ethereal society. He is not an ET. He is not an extraterrestrial. He is a demonic fallen angel. Now, let me talk about the New Age movement, because the seat occult kingdom of Satan, the seat occult kingdom of heaven of Satan, is where the New Age is coming from. And who is the leader of the New Age? Gog. Gog or Sunat Kumara. What is the reason why he formed the New Age? To get more people to go to hell. He's working in cohort with Satan. The New Age religion have its headquarters or its top hierarchy in Azura. Azura is the third kingdom of Satan. In Azura, that is where you find the Mahatmas, or what people call the Ascended Masters, or what in the Hindu mysticism they call Abovinanandas. They're the same people, the same names. They claim they are helping humanity to climb the ladder of consciousness. But in actual fact, they are working for Satan. They are working in these end times to get more people to go to hell. So the New Age is Satan's last Trojan horse to ferry people into hell. The New Age is liberal. The New Age Jesus is Sananda. The New Age believe in one world religion. The New Age believe in one world economic system. The New Age believe in one world political system. The New Age religion is Satan's last religion. Because when the Antichrist comes, when the Maitreya comes, one man is known as Antichrist in the Christian religion. In Hindu, he's called, in Buddhism, he's called Maitreya Buddha. In India, Hinduism is called the Kalki Avatar. Kalki Avatar, who is going to destroy the Kali Yuga. In Judaism, he has a name. Forgot. In Islam, they call him Dajjal. Dajjal. And he's coming from Azura. That man is coming from Azura. And he has principal agents who are here on earth. He is one-eyed man. That is why whenever we're watching the music, they throw the sign, one-eyed. Because the one who will come as the Antichrist is one-eyed man. But you have a principal human agent who you work through, and that person is born on this earth now. So let's go on. The new age religion is the fancy, is liberal, and people are accepting it, and it's getting into the churches, it's creeping into the churches, and they're accepting it. The doctrines and the mundane activities of the new age religion is being accepted by some churches and some other denominations of the Christ church. The new age religion is creeping into Islam. The new age is creeping into different religions on earth. Because at the end, the new age religion wants all the religions to be one. So the new age religion is a liberal Trojan horse. The enemy called Satan is going to use to bring about a lot of people going into hell, and the one world government, one world monetary, one world economic, one world religious system. And the new age religion is headed by Gog. Gog is the same as Sanat Kumara, is the same as um, the youth of 16 Samuel, another name for Sanat Kumara. The same person, the same spirit, and he's the one leading the new age religion. He's the one who has been tasked by Satan to lead the new age religion, and is coming from Azura. So I won't talk much, but this is the first part of my talk. On my subsequent talk, I'm going to talk strictly and expand the activities of the new age religion. This will help you, this part one will help you understand where the new age religion is coming from. On the seventh heaven, if you are a follower of Vishnu, your powers is coming from Satan directly on the seventh heaven. If you are a follower of Butishiva Guanyin, your powers is coming from the seventh heaven. It's the same as Satan. If you're a follower of Ekanka, the Sugman, the same as Satan. If you're a follower of witches of Abraham Malin, if you're part of the witches of Abraham Malin, you know Satan as enemy. The same, your power, some of them come from the seventh heaven of satanic cosmology. And the seventh heaven of satanic cosmology, people know it as Namalok. People know it as Kalami. You know, this is the same kingdom. So this part one is to help you understand the part two, which I'll be bringing to you very shortly. This is just an abridged version of what I know. And even in the future, I'm going to expand this even first talk very, very well, so that you know what is really going on in the universe. My name is Apostle David Asari. I live in New York. I'm from Ghana. If you want to contact me, my number is 347-523-1752. I repeat, 347-523-1752. If you're outside America, add the zip code 00, the area code 001. I'm the leader and founder of Touch of Grace Outreach Fellowship International. You can go to our Facebook website and like us and search for Touch of Grace Outreach Fellowship International. Touch of Grace Outreach Fellowship International, and like us on Facebook. Help the kingdom of God by liking us on Facebook, so that the message can reach more people. Thank you for listening to me, my brother. This is my first talk of the New Age religion. My second and subsequent talk I'll bring to you very shortly. God bless you for listening to my talk. Thank you for listening to my talk about the satanic cosmology of heaven, not the true cosmology of heaven as ordained by God, but the copycat called Satan. The kingdom of Satan is what I brought it to you now. Thank you, and God richly bless you. The first four kingdoms of Satan are the lower worlds. The next three kingdoms above the four kingdoms are the higher worlds, making seven. From the physical planes to the lower astral is what we call the material world. The material world is not only this earth. The lower astral where Elam presides, down to the physical world is called the material world. There are other worlds beyond the material world. It's called the Patala. They are there. They are Nagas. I will go. That one is beyond the scope of this talk. Goodbye and have a good night. God bless you. God be with you. Be a winner. Be a warrior for Christ. Take care. Bye bye.